everybody, welcome back to our kitchen and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to make some chicken cordon bleu, a different style. So pull up a chair, sit down, and let's cook something delicious together. The first thing that we did was we took a block of sharp cheddar cheese and we grated it. That way the freshly grated cheese melts better. It doesn't have the wax and paraffins on it that the bagged cheese has. We got our Guidel grater set up here, and we are going to grate some of this sharp cheddar cheese. If you don't have one of these, you definitely need one. Grating your own cheese is better than buying the cheese that's already shredded in the bag. This Guidel shredder works amazing. It comes with 3 different attachments, so it has the cheese grater. It also has a smaller cheese grater, and it has a slicer. So you just put your cheese down in there, and you just shred away. It definitely helps if your cheese is a little bit frozen. Just like that, that cheese is all grated up. It makes the best. Like I said, this Guidel is amazing. This is going to be phenomenal in our chicken cordon bleu. We also have a pack of Philadelphia cream cheese that we left out to get softened. We're going to add this to our bowl. I didn't open it. If I can't open it, it's childproof. Alright, so we're going to take that whole block of cream cheese and we're going to add it right into our bowl. And then we're going to take our cheddar cheese that we have shredded and we are going to add that into the bowl as well.
You're supposed to be his mentor.
We're going to get that all down in there. All right, we're going to set that aside. And then we have some deli ham that we got, and we asked them to cut it a little bit thicker. So we got some pretty nice thicker chunks here, and we're going to dice this up. Just into small, like 1/4-inch squares. Basically, you want, bite size, a little less than bite size. And this is going to be the inside filling of your chicken cordon bleu. Have a taste it. Make sure it's not poisoned. That's a pretty good ham. This is a Troyer ham. The brand name is Troyer. I've never had this ham. It was this, or it was their brand, or Boar's Head, and this was on sale, so I figured I'd give it a try. Add that right down into this bowl. I'm going to cut up some more. I'm going to trim this fat off of this. We don't want that in there. Okay, start with that and add that down into our bowl. And we're going to mix this all together and see what we need, if we need anything more into it. You're also going to add in a little bit of granulated onion to this. And we're going to chop up a couple cloves of garlic. You can use granulated garlic if you wish, but fresh garlic is better. Now that those are peeled, we're going to add them right down into our garlic press and put it right in the cream cheese mixture. We've got our garlic down in there. We're going to mix this all together. So you're just going to kind of squish this all together and get everything together. Mix that cream cheese with the ham and the sharp cheddar cheese. Could use a Swiss cheese, but we like sharp cheddar, so that's what we went with. So that looks pretty good. This is what you got right there. We got that all mixed together. It looks real good. We're gonna go ahead and put that back in the refrigerator for a little bit while we prepare the chicken and fillet it and get it ready. so we have our chicken breasts here, and we're just gonna cut off some of this fatty, yucky stuff because we don't need that on these. Just kind of clean them up a little bit. And then you're just gonna take, and after you get the nastiness off that you want to take off here, you're going to take and fillet these, and the best way to fillet them is press them flat and cut in the center just like this. I'm just going to kind of slice them right down the center, trying to make them kind of even if you can. You don't want to cut them the whole way through. Just kind of want to butterfly them like this. And then we're going to place them on our pan over here until we get them all done. And again, kind of in the center like that, and just fillet it open. Set it aside. We're gonna do the other two the same way. Fillet that out.
We don't have a leak. I trust everybody in this room. As far as what happened today, there's at least 5 other groups in this thing. They all do whatever the hell it takes to get there.
All right, now that you have that done, you're gonna want to take and pound these down a little bit to make them a little bit thinner. You touch that while we're all chicken and raw chicken packaging, so you definitely want to make sure you wash your hands. And now we're going to add some saran wrap to our counter. And then you're going to take and place each one of these chicken breasts on here, on this saran wrap. And I think we can do 2 at a time. We're just going to beat these down. You can use a mallet, you can use a rolling pin, you can use whatever you have. Just kind of want to beat them down so they're a little bit thinner and they're more even. This helps make them roll up nice. You're going to transfer those back on to your pan, and you're going to do the other 2. So now you have them nice and thin there. We're just going to slap them on there. Discard this and wash your hands. All right, we're going to salt and pepper these on both sides. Now that you touched the raw meat, wash your hands. All right, I'm just gonna they're gonna go over the edges. They're a little bit too big for the pan as it is. but I want them into the 4 sections, and we're gonna take our cream cheese and ham mixture and we're gonna try to get it to the point where we put it into 4 equal amounts. So this is just a visual thing. We're gonna place them right down in the centers. And just kind of form them into a log. So we got 4 like equal kind of logs here. And then what you're gonna do is you're just going to roll these right on up. Kind of form them as you're rolling them to squish them to the shape of the chicken. You want to make sure that they are the slit side down, basically where they come together, the seam side down. Just like that. And I just kind of stuff it back in, and then I tuck and roll. And I let it with that seam side down. So now you've got 4 chicken cordon bleu logs. We're gonna go ahead and take these gloves off. We're gonna wash our hands again, even though we used gloves. I'm gonna take some breadcrumbs and put them in a plate here. We're gonna take and put some mustard on these. Kind of smooth it around. We're gonna put this straight on down into our breadcrumbs. Put some mustard on the other side. I'm gonna place a stick a toothpick right in there.
This one you think is good for it?
Yeah. We're gonna bread the other side. And we're gonna put it right back on our pan then. Again with the seam side down. I'm gonna squirt some mustard on that. And these toothpicks, just make sure you take them out before you eat them, but it just kind of helps seal them together there.
Take the toothpick out before you eat it?
Before you eat the chicken cordon bleu.
Oh, I thought you were talking about eating a toothpick.
Just kind of just add some flavor, some moisture for the breadcrumbs to stick. You can just add a little bit of extra right on top if you want. All right, so we're gonna put this in the refrigerator. We're gonna let it rest for 10-15 minutes. That way the cheese inside solidifies a little bit. It also helps the breading stay adhered to the chicken when we bake it. And then we're gonna put it in the oven. This is rested in the refrigerator for 15 minutes. We're just gonna spray it with some olive oil right on the top. And then we're gonna put it in our oven that's at 375 for 35 to 40 minutes until it reaches an internal temperature of 165 degrees. So there we go, it's in the oven, 375. Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes. It says 35 to 40, but we're gonna check it at 30. There you have chicken cordon bleu roll-ups. Look at that ooey gooey cheesy goodness and that crispy chicken. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, share out this video. Till next time, stay cooking.